Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY. First, my little disclaimer, this is no financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in Hive Blockchain, Argo Blockchain, Bitfarms, HD8, KR1, DMG Blockchain, and DigiHost. Okay, let's jump right into it. So Bitcoin is still hovering around these 55,000 here, this critical level, and we're there since more than 2 months now. I mean, on February 19th, we surpassed these 55,000, and we're at the same level here right now. So more than 2 months of sideways action, but with higher highs and higher lows, that's for sure. And we're forming here this symmetrical triangle. I mean, we can break to the downside and to the upside. I don't know where it's going. Yeah, but it feels, to me, this is now my opinion. Yeah, you can call it a conspiracy theory or whatever, but this is my opinion. I feel that there's a big fight going on in the world right now against this crypto. So I think the traditional finance, the old world, they don't want to get to see crypto succeed, or they want to accumulate more, and they don't want us to make money. So that's at least what I feel, because I mean, the stock to flow, the Bitcoin price works perfectly at the stock to flow. So this model works really perfect, and I think it's the law of nature, the law of scarcity, and no one can manipulate it. I mean, with gold, they do it, with paper gold. I'm not sure whether they can do it with Bitcoin, because many people know that paper Bitcoin are not worth anything, and a lot of stuff is physically backed. So this is going to be very difficult. But right now, I think what's happening, they try to scare a lot of people. They want to create fear. I don't think this is a coincidence right now, what's happening in the world with the hash rate drop in China and with all these option expiry things. And they try everything to suppress the price. I mean, the 60,000 seems like the new 10,000. They were holding it down for a long time last year at 10,000, but at some time there was no they were not able to hold it down, and then it exploded. But it seems like the 60,000 or 55,000 or whatever, they really try to hold it down. And every day there's some new FUD out there in the media. Some stupid articles and a lot of stuff, and I see a lot of people turning bearish. And I think the big goal right now, if I would be some of these guys, they want to drive this price down to create something like a new bear market sentiment or so, then I would try to create now a lower low. So the last low here was at 50,500 approximately. So I think if I would be someone of these guys, I would try to create a lower low here, to get a bearish sentiment out there. I think this is the goal right now. We will see how this all plays out. But I really think that the stock to flow is valid, that this law of nature of scarcity, that you cannot manipulate it. You can manipulate it for a while here, but at some time it will move higher, in my opinion. In the short term, everything can happen. Yes, we can here create a lower low or something like this and get a little bit of bearish sentiment here. But the scarcity, or the stock to flow, is so high. It's around 60 or something like this for Bitcoin. And a lot of people want to buy it, and the supply and demand will drive it up, I think, again. But in the short term, everything is possible. A lot of FUD, a lot of fear is out there. And that's why I tweeted this. Expect big manipulation on these exchanges and so on. We can see it here, for example, HSBC. They don't allow their clients to trade the stock MicroStrategy, which is ridiculous. Then today I read this, and this was really the trigger for me. Deutsche Börse. On Friday they will stop to trade the Coinbase stock there, because there is some stupid code missing, a 20 number code here, and they have to apply for a new one, and this will take a while, and so on. So they tried now everything to get this market down. And I mean, I was observing this now for a while, especially at these Canadian exchange like the TSXV. I mean, this is really ridiculous. especially here for HUD8 or DMG or for Bitfarms. We can see it when we had this long support line here, and I was thinking we will get a bounce to the upside. You can see every time when the market opens here at 1:30 p.m. here, I think it's UTC time or something like this. Was it here too? Yeah, it was 1:30 p.m. This drop here. We can see this drop here, I think. Yeah, this one here, 1:30. Then here, this one, 1:30, this one here. So always big volume here and only selling pressure despite very good fundamentals. So, there's no proof here for me. But I think it's very obvious. They wanted to destroy the sentiment here to get it below this support line because the fundamentals at that time were very good. Bitcoin was very high at 60,000 and so on. So there was no reason for this drop. And here again at 1:30. Here again, 1:30, the big red candles here. 1:30 here again. Yeah, 1:30 here. So it's obvious, and it's not only HUD8. It was also DMG, which has a nice pump of 20% today, but this was also, crazy. I don't know how you want to call it. Here, 1:30 here, this one. There was all this long support line here. 1:30, always at market opened, good sentiment starting, and then there comes the big bummer here again. 1:30, this one here again, here again. Yeah, so this is really a ridiculous market. I personally think that this whole traditional financial market is only created to take away the money from the small people to give it to the few rich people. And I'm really happy about cryptocurrencies. I mean, there's also a lot of manipulation going on, but I think it's not that easy to manipulate as these stock markets and other financial products like insurance and all these things. There's a lot of scams out there, and you have to really be aware of this when you trade these things. There's a lot of these things going on. So what can we do about this? We can lose. We can say, okay, we surrender and so on. Or we can say, okay, forget about it. At some point, the real value will come out. And I think the first thing we can do to tell these people that we're seeing this, that we're very, that our portfolios will grow and this community will grow. I will also talk to Curtis Lucas and to Funky Finance and so on. I think the Wall Street bet thing with GME, I mean, I'm not a fan of the GME stock, to be honest. I think it was also big manipulation, but I think, we have some power, and at least we can show them that we see what's going on here. And I think the first thing we can do now is to set sell orders. Put it at $100 or something like this, no matter what. But I heard, I'm not sure about this, I need more information about this. But one of my Patreons, he said, okay, when you have these sell orders, then these brokers, when you're a short seller, you cannot borrow these stocks anymore. I'm not sure about this, but set some sell orders for all your stocks. Put it at $100 or $200 or I don't know. At one level, I think it's always good to have some sell orders in there. If everyone does this, it could be maybe more difficult to borrow these stocks, to short this stuff, and to make it a little bit more difficult for these guys. And I think also there should be a lot of pressure now on these CEOs to move away from these exchanges, because this is really ridiculous. To get, I mean, I think NASDAQ is it's also a stock exchange, but it seems like it's working a lot better here. There are also shorts out there, but I think it's a lot more difficult because there's a lot more liquidity, and the risk there to get a squeeze or something like this is a lot higher. So it seems like it's working better there. So we have to be aware always of this situation. There's something big going on. I don't think that that all these events right now they're happening with Coinbase and so on, and with these charts here. This is no coincidence, in my opinion. But maybe I'm crazy a little bit. Who knows? But let's move on. So set these sell orders for these stocks in your broker. Put it where you want it. but don't leave them without sell order. So that's maybe the first step we can do. Okay, so there's a nice article here on Seeking Alpha, sizing up 12 Bitcoin mining stocks. So there's something like a comparison and a lot of text here. So that's very interesting. I will read this stuff. I had no time today because, yeah, there's still some other life for me. I have still a 9-to-5 job until June. Then I will have a lot more time for all this stuff. Yeah, and then there's some private life, and yeah, I have now in the family people, they got depressions because of all these isolation measures and so on. So that's really sad what's going on there, and very difficult time. Yeah, so a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, but I'm still working here, and yeah, I want to create these videos, and that's very, very important for me. So yeah, so what I wanted to say here with this Bitcoin mining comparison, you can read it, I will read it. It looks very good, and maybe we can learn from this. I think they have some different approaches to compare these miners, and yeah, that's very interesting. So let's go a little bit to the data here. So we can see that the mining fees for Bitcoin mining and Ethereum mining are still very high, especially for Bitcoin. Ethereum dropped a little bit from yesterday, but it's still crazy high, like 13 cents per day per mega hash, and in Bitcoin 36 cents per day per terahash, which is also very high. So miners making a lot of money still. Yeah, because of this huge hash rate drop, like 30 exahash or even more are missing in the system right now. That's no problem for Bitcoin, but it created a lot of FUD, and a lot of people think that's now the new bear market. But I don't think so, because when you read these essays from the Stock to Flow, from Plan B, or from the Bitcoin Standard, there are things they are stronger than manipulation or than fear and greed and all these things. And these are the laws of nature, the law of scarcity, and I think it's going to be very, very difficult to manipulate this thing. Okay, so the difficulty, it seems like we will get a huge drop in difficulty, which is very bullish for our mining companies. Yeah, right now -24 to -14%. So the current pace is 75.6%. So this is the number we would, when we would stop here and we would get a difficulty adjustment, we would get like -24%. Yeah, but the system here, or the formula, it assumes that the hash rate will rise at some point. So they say -24 to -14% is likely. Yeah, let's say we get -14%. That would be huge for our miners, because -14% would mean like approximately 1 Bitcoin more a day for these miners with 1 exahash or more, like Bitfarms, like Hut8, like Riot or Mara or Argo. So 1 Bitcoin more a day. So let's say Bitcoin is at 60,000. That would mean at least for 2 weeks, for the next 2 weeks, then like 60,000 US dollars more per day in revenue, and like 50,000 in gross profit. So that would be huge. Okay, let's go first a little bit back to the prices. I forgot to talk about this. So yeah, Bitcoin is at 55,000. So we will see how this all plays out here. The good thing is that Ethereum is front running Bitcoin right now. So when they try to hold Bitcoin down, the Ethereum pops. So the good thing is that all these coins are not all correlated anymore. So there's a disconnect there, which is very good, because a few years ago it was like when Bitcoin is down, everything gets down, and this time it's not always the same. Like Ethereum right now is doing good, Litecoin is doing good, so these altcoins are doing very well right now. So let's go to the mining stocks. We have Hive Blockchain -3%. Yeah, that's also a little bit ridiculous, but to be honest, Hive is holding not so bad. So we still have a higher low here compared to this low and to this low. But yeah, I mean, with this Ethereum mining profitability right now, it should be a lot higher, to be honest. Yeah, finally, Bitfarms, after this huge sell-off the last few days, yeah, it's making some small gains here. Hut8 is very stable at the low level right now. Yesterday, it seems like, yeah, they could get a little bit momentum, but now it's no volume, no price action here. So everyone is waiting for something. I hope they can release this news soon, because they need now big news to get this stock up again. Very important. You also can see here the big The big sells here at 130. Here we can see it. I think I showed you before. Yeah, then we have Argo Blockchain, like 24%, so that is huge. So we're back at this long-term support line. Would be good to get above this again very soon. We'll talk about a little bit about Argo a few seconds. Then we have Mara and Riot like 3 and 6%. So that makes sense to have these moves here. Then we have DigiHost 1.5%. So DigiHost formed a very nice bottom here in my opinion. So if Bitcoin can hold the line, I think there's upside potential here. Then we have DMG Blockchain, which was also slaughtered here in the last few days. So at least they could make a move here with 21%. So it would be nice to get back above the support line here. That would be good in the upcoming days. Also KR1 is showing some signs of life. Galaxy is dropping a little bit, so maybe some move back into the miners. Also Coinbase is only dropping here right now. There's a lot of FUD about Coinbase, and yeah, that's crazy in my opinion. Maybe some move back into the mining companies or into other crypto stocks because they thought, oh, there's the IPO and I will make a lot of money. I was telling you before that it always works the same. The people, they own the stocks, they sell it at the beginning and then the stock drops. And yeah, then it will take a while to recover. So it's, in my opinion, or I never buy the IPOs. I will wait for some bottom or something like this, and then I will move maybe in. I'm not 100% sure right now. Maybe I will get a little position in Coinbase in the future. So then the exchange stocks are doing very well here. Banxa is doing very good. Big Digital, after a huge drop here from 4 Canadian dollars, I think, to 170. I mean, they had a huge rise, but that was a big drop. But it's recovering now, and also Voyager Digital had a huge drop here. It's also starting to recover. So some stocks, also DeFi here with 18%. Yeah, they had all huge drops in the last few days, but some are starting now to recover. Some not, but I think they will follow. Yeah, this is just a matter of time in my opinion. They all have their different rhythm. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about Argo Blockchain. We have a new RNS here. Argo, a global leader, and so on, announced it has signed a contract with Navier Inc., a specialist in the design and construction of cryptocurrency mining facilities, to co-develop Argo's new mining facility, Helios, in West Texas. So yeah, this is the new partner here. I will show you this company. This is Navier or something like this. And yeah, they are experts in building mining facilities. They show us here some projects. They had here the steel plant in Illinois, USA, hydro dam, alloy facility. So they have experience in this topic. And yeah, this will help Argo to ramp up this facility fast in Texas. I think it's going to be a very interesting project. And I think this partner here is very good. They are experienced. They will get a few warrants here, but a very low number. I would not be concerned about this. This is very, very small in my opinion. So yeah, so Argo will build the facility in West Texas. I don't think where they will build it. I saw some speculation on Twitter, very nice, which said, hey, it could be in Dickens or something like this in Western Texas. And yeah, Argo purchased a big area there, and yeah, it seems like that, like 40 megawatts or so. So it's a lot bigger than for a mining facility, and someone made a calculation that there would be some space for a huge solar power plant. Yeah, and they called the facility Helios, which is, I think, a hint for some big solar power electricity supply there. So maybe they will build their own solar power plant there, or they will use an existing one, or they will have a corporation there. But I really like this one. I don't think you can power a facility with only solar, so this will only be a part of this. And yeah, they will have wind. I think they will have, yeah, maybe natural gas or so. But they want to mine green Bitcoin, so maybe they need some other stuff. I don't know exactly. But what's also interesting, they want to power next generation miners with immersion technology. So this is this liquid cooling, which is getting more and more important. The good thing is that it boosts the mining productivity. I heard numbers about like 30% more hash rate. So if you have a 100 terahash miner, you can get like 130 terahash out of this. Then it's better to control the heat and increase the lifespan of installed mining rigs. So yeah, with this airflow, you get all these particles in there, and yeah, at some time, like the computer or your laptop at home, at some point they will get in trouble. And with this liquid cooling, not. So I think it's expensive. I think you need this liquid for cooling. But if you have a good system, it could be very beneficial for your facility, because in Texas, I think you have high temperatures there in the summer and you need a lot of cooling there. And I think only air cooling would not work enough for this. So that's going to be very interesting, I think. Yeah, in West Texas. And yeah, what miners will they set up there? I think a big part will be Bitcoin mining. I'm sure about this. They will not only do 200 megawatts of altcoin mining. But yeah, they have this partnership now with Epic Blockchain. And Epic Blockchain says here that they will develop an altcoin miner here first. So it's third generation ASIC model, which will be used to mine a top 10 cryptocurrency, according to Quan, which is the CEO. And also they say here that developing Bitcoin ASICs is on the company's roadmap. So they will first have an altcoin miner, and they say they will have a top 10 cryptocurrency miner here. So the question is, which currency is Argo gonna mine? I think it's not very difficult. So when we go to the top 10, we have Bitcoin. They already mine Bitcoin. Then we have Ethereum, we have Binance Coin. So which coins can be mined of these? Because some of them are working on the Ethereum blockchain, like Uniswap or something like this. Some of them are making proof of stake, like Cardano or Polkadot. And yeah, or XRP is also not mineable, Binance Coin too. So the top mineable coins on the top 10 here is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. So overall, we can see Litecoin is at number 10. And yeah, Bitcoin Cash here is very close here on the market cap. So it can surpass Litecoin very fast here. It's basically the same number. So it's, yeah, maybe it's wrong to say Litecoin is always a top 10 coin. But it could be Litecoin. It could be Litecoin, what they mine. But I think it's a lot more likely that they will mine Ethereum, and that they're developing an Ethereum miner, these Epic Blockchain guys, because I don't think they will mine Dogecoin, to be honest. I don't think Peter Wall will mine Dogecoin. I don't think he will mine Bitcoin Cash, because he could mine it with existing miners, because you can see that's the same algorithm here, like Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin Cash, same algorithm, because this is a fork. This is not Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin Cash, but it uses the same fundamentals, but higher block space, or yeah, bigger blocks. So I think they will mine Ethereum, which is very interesting, because they will set it up in Q4 or Q1 2022. A lot of people are concerned about what's going on with proof of stake, and here there's some articles about valid points. Ethereum's proof of stake may happen sooner than you think, but to be honest, they say this since 2016, and I'm not enough a programmer to be sure when they will start it. I mean, in summer we will have the London hard fork, but I think Hut 8 is moving into Ethereum mining. It looks like Argo will move into Ethereum mining. Okay, there's no 100% guarantee, but I don't think they will mine Dogecoin. Maybe it's Litecoin, I'm not sure. So this is right now just speculation, my opinion here. But I think they will mine Ethereum. So it seems like that when they do this, that proof of stake is 100% proof of stake will take some time for Ethereum, because I don't think they will make stupid decisions at Hut 8, Argo, or Hive blockchain to mine Ethereum. Yeah, but we'll see. That's going to be very interesting what's happened here in the future. And yeah, let's move on. Yeah, then I think 2 days ago yesterday I was reporting about these 3,600 additional ASIC miners for DMG blockchain. So maybe that's the reason why this stock pumped like 22%, or maybe it's released. I don't know exactly what's going on, but it was so oversold, this stock, so that was really time. And it's now time for the other stocks to move up too. Yeah, then we have DeFi Technologies, which is also a very interesting company in my opinion. They are focusing on all this DeFi space. I made a little analysis about this on Patreon. After that, it dropped, yeah, like every stock, but it's now up 21%. So that's a very interesting company in my opinion. Yes, so I think we will see where Bitcoin is going. Very interesting right now. Gonna be interesting whether we form a new, when we break through the downside here, whether we get a lower low here. I think it would be very important to get a higher low here, somewhere here maybe, and to move up again, or to break here to the upside. We will see how this all plays out. But at least some stocks are moving upwards here, like Argo Blockchain. That's why it's always good to be diversified and not going all in onto one company, because the fundamentals can be incredibly good. But for some reasons, some stocks are holding down. I don't know exactly why this is happening, but yeah, that's why I'm always diversified. Okay, guys, so I think that's it for today. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.